This is about as extreme as you can get.
But then is it now? I mean, with Carcass, I don't know if we're that extreme anymore. The passage of time has softened everything we did.
This was actually so good. This is Carcass. And we talked about this, and dude from Banger TV put this out. And it's, he's got, obviously, he's way bigger than us, and rightfully so. He's been doing this for a very long time. But this is like an interview with the band Carcass from his vault that he released some of. And he has like a more long form interview on his channel. So, everyone, obviously, if you haven't seen it, you should go watch it. But this Carcass is one of those bands that I feel like they were way heavier than everyone else during their era.
Yeah, and they were like ahead of their time a little bit.
And also such great guitar work, That's what I love about bands like the Black Dahlia Murder, because obviously like the vocals are pretty standard, like deathy vocals. It's nothing like out of the ordinary, nothing incredibly, but the riffs are, and that's always how I felt about Carcass. Swan Song, Heartwork obviously is like a metal classic, but Swan Song I think is vastly underrated. It has that song, it starts with "Keep on Rotting in the Free World," which is obviously a play on the Neil Young song.
I love that song. You used to always play. What's it called? It's like "When All Is Set, No Love Lost."
No Love Lost. That's from
Heartwork.
With the H.R. Geiger shit.
Heartwork is their kind of banner album. So anyway, this is from circa 2010. Sam Dunn, who runs Banger TV. Sam Dunn is a G. Like he did. Have you seen? He did a documentary called Metalhead's Journey, Headbanger's Journey, I think. That is really killer. But yeah, these guys, if like for our genre of YouTube, these guys I think are like the top of the heap, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Also, at that age, we were just all about extremity, musically and visually, everything. So it fitted perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, to just go back to what you said about why we didn't sound like the American bands, we started, we'd started down tuning 2.5 Steps to be in early '87. No other band was doing that then. I mean, it's normal now, but
that is so dope. They were down tuning
2 Steps, he said. So that
did he say 87?
Yeah, 87. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, he's right. He's right.
Hold on, let me back that up a little bit.
Why we didn't sound like the American bands? We started, we'd started down tuning 2.5 Steps to be in early '87. No other band was doing that then. I mean, it's normal now, but
it was Korn that really
had an impact.
Well, I was going to say there's a couple Metallica songs that are a whole
didn't give it that
not
sort of
2
clean
full steps down, just a whole step down.
Yeah.
More sound kind of packaged presentation.
But we couldn't achieve the results anyway because we were going into rubbish studios in England.
I've got to ask you, of course, about the medical dictionary inspiration to the story of your sister. Apparently,
it's true.
School. So, can you tell me that story?
Well, I mean, all those lyrics were originally influenced by Ken. It kind of, lit the flame. I kind of took it to a more extreme because, my sister was a nurse. There's a medical dictionary, so I just started to flesh out the lyrics with more fancy words, trying to be clever. I don't have a doctorate or a PhD. My English is as terrible as anyone else. Fuck is my second favorite word. So that's all it is, really.
Yeah. Was it absurd for the purpose of being absurd?
Okay, so I want to show you. There's they talk about right here. They talk about how they broke up because they were playing to like really, and they not because they were, but they kind of like broke up for a while. And their music got way more popular, which is kind of a thing now. It's kind of like what happened to like System of a Down or Deftones. It's like they're bigger now than they ever were. But this is from the 2010s, so I think he talks about it right around here.
Good experiment.
So let's shift to present day for a few final questions. You guys are up there again. What's it like? What's it like now as compared to back in the day, as we call it?
It's good. It's enjoyable. It's fun. There's an audience.
Completely different, I would say.
Yeah. How so?
Well, firstly, we could never, like we said earlier, I mean, when we reformed, I'm not sure about Jeff or anybody else, but I had loads of people saying, well, it must be great to be back playing to these audiences. So we were playing, to 40,000 people in France at that time, Hellfest or whatever. And I was always saying, we never did this before. The largest audience we played to in the old days was like 4,000 in Poland or something. That whole scene of festivals and enormous crowds and metal being hip, it didn't exist in those days. So it's really changed.
Yeah, I mean, literally, there was only Eindhoven, Dynamo. That was the only festival in Europe, really, except for the Monsters of Rock thing. We had some more your Dios and I Main.
Yeah.
No, you can't leave this pub without falling over a fucking festival, It's just nuts.
Yeah. So that's something. What, apart from the joy of playing in front of more people, what do you get out of it now compared to the back then?
God.
Is it more rewarding, less rewarding? Do you have a different perspective on it now than you did back then?
But it's more or less the same thing, just, naturally you're kind of going to enjoy it more because you're grateful for everything, at a later stage in life. If you're 18, you're not grateful for anything, you've got no perspective whatsoever. We'd never had jobs or, all of us just wandered out of whatever education we finished straight into a band and just did that. So I guess the in-between time was a period where we could actually get to grips with real life. And then when you do go back to the band, you're just really enjoying it naturally because you're aware of how lucky you are, And it's the playing thing. God, I mean, it's a bug you never get rid of. If you grew up playing and you're obsessed with music, as we are, then you just can't get rid of it.
I love that.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
It seems like there's so much of this type of thing happening now too, where like a lot of these older bands were able to kind of like get back together now and have an audience. Yeah. Oh man, that was incredible too. They were fucking great. One of the best shows I've seen in a long time. So this last piece I want to show you, he talks about a little bit more about what it's like to kind of make a record and have it kind of fester over time, I guess.
Back in 2013, you find more people than did back then. I mean, this is music on the edge. This isn't it. This is about as extreme as you can get.
But then is it now? I mean, with Carcass, I don't know if we're that extreme anymore. The passage of time has softened everything we did.
I love that. They're the originators too, It's like a couple years ago when I went with Eric in Salt Lake to see Black Label Society, Prong, and Obituary. I was shocked to see all these kids run out on the floor for Obituary.
Yeah, people appreciate it, even though it's like, metal and music has evolved. People still know their roots.
Yeah, but I love how honest he is about that because Sam is like, oh yeah, this is like Carcass. When I was a kid, all the skaters and all the like death metal heads loved Carcass. And, I got into a lot of the extreme music I got into through what is it? Public radio, there was a show called KRCL Into the Pit, and they would play bands like Sepultura and Carcass and, a lot of these bands that, like he said, now are kind of like the Morbid Angel or, any of that kind of shit. Napalm Death.
Yeah.
I know one thing, it's outstripped our expectations because when we were younger, we used to talk about this all the time. And Jeff was really vocal about it. He always said, in 2 years, this band will be over and no one will ever remember it. And gradually, I just got beaten down and kind of agreed with him. And
I don't remember this.
Yeah. But what we hadn't realized was that, music lasts. And when you make a record, it's like putting a message in a bottle and you don't know when somebody's going to be paying attention to it, or when they're going to receive it and how and what they'll do with it. But You just put it out there. It's no longer yours. You know.
But it's like nostalgia is the new rock and roll. You've got a generation now who've got jobs that probably didn't see bands like us or whoever who've reformed, and now got disposable income and they're quite happy to go to Wacken or Hellfest, and it makes them feel young again. You know, it makes us feel young, makes the audience feel young. I mean,
Some of them are.
I've got a 20-month-old. I've had Carcass on in the car. He's very enjoyable.
It's the truth, man. I feel like that's how it is now too. And this is remember, this is 15 years ago. You know, this was like in the 2010, and Carcass is still out there going strong. So
Hell yeah.
one of my favorite heavy bands, and it's really cool.
That's cool. Glad to see that.
Michael Arnott and Daniel Erlinson from Arch Enemy are both former members of. I did not know that.